Tim, thanks for joining us. The accounts showing a profit is some achievement by Oxford United, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great news, but it just really reflects the hard work of everybody connected with the club, from Carl to the team, to the fans, to the shareholders. And really, the profit really comes from the sale of Gavin White, Shandon and Tariq, but we still managed to perform well on the pitch despite that. So well done to Carl.
Just for context, the year before, it was a loss, wasn't there, the year before?
Yeah, so really we've changed we've got a 1.5 million profit from a 4.3 million loss in the year. So quite a swing around.
Without going too specific, because obviously I am a financial whiz kid, but some people won't be listening into this. How have we managed to achieve that? How did we turn that around?
Well, I think we had some great cup runs in the year. So we had Man City and Newcastle. That's the problem with some of these historical accounts. You have to remember what went on in the year. So we had COVID for 3 months, which hit us. We had some great cup runs. We sold the players. We also had made some cost savings, so we less administrative costs, and we're just more efficient in what we did.
Just to, again, the fans will want to know, it didn't mean that Carl had less money to play with for the playing budget.
No, Carl's playing budget was actually increased. So part of our philosophy is to try and increase Carl's playing budget, bring success on the pitch, bring the youngsters through, hopefully make some money on player trading, because that helps balance the books. And I think, really the shareholders funded the club to a tune of over 3 million.
If COVID hadn't struck, because that comes in at the end of this, if COVID hadn't struck, we're looking at a healthy profit, aren't we?
We are, yes. Yep. So COVID was struck in that year. We probably got about at least £500,000 worth of losses in that year, and probably 2.6 million overall on COVID itself, although there are some sort of benefits that I haven't included in that, such as extra iFollow receipts and Premier League grant that we wouldn't have got hadn't been for COVID.
It's quite an amazing thing. I almost hate to ask this. How are we looking for the next year's accounts? Because that's going to be really interesting.
Well, so the current year accounts, we're going to make a loss this year, but it's because of COVID. But as I said, we've got some extra iFollow receipts. We've managed to sell, and not that I'm proud of this, but we sold Rob Dickey, so that will help with the funds. And again, the shareholders are again funding the club to a tune of over 3 million.
We talk quite a lot, and the buzzword is always a sustainable football club. Are we there yet?
We're well, when I say not quite, but we are on the road there. I think, going back to your early questions, most Football League clubs have got wealthy benefactors behind them. So you could go across the whole of most clubs and they're all shareholder or benefactor funded. So I think to extent that would carry on, but we're trying to make ourselves into a club where we don't really rely on the shareholders. So, invest in our academy, develop our own players, grow our income, and keep our costs under control. And hopefully we'll get there as soon as we can.